Hey, what's up guys, it's acestaromari and thank you so much for watching. And today, I'm going to show and explain to you guys my logic and deduction that leads to an extremely high possibility of there being a new evolution that is not Sylveon in Pokemon X and Y. So, if you have been following Pokemon news recently, then you know this, but if you haven't, there has been a video that has been released by Nintendo that shows that Sylveon is 100% without a doubt going to be a fairy type. So if you have not seen that video, then I just so happen to have it right here. So I'll show you the part where it shows that Sylveon will be a fairy type.
And introducing a new type of Pokemon, fairy type. Sylveon is just one example of this 18th Pokemon type, which is super effective against Dragon-type Pokemon, adding a new twist to your battle strategies.
So just from that 30-second video, it doesn't just reveal that Sylveon is a fairy type, that fairy is a new type that's being introduced, and that fairy is super effective against dragon types. It reveals a whole plethora of information, and it leads to a lot of speculation, which is why I've come to the conclusion that there is most likely going to be a new Eeveelution that is going to be introduced for Pokemon X and Y. So, we now know 100% that Fairy is super effective against Dragon now. If some people are happy and sad about that, it's whatever. They said it's because it adds balance now. So this is very, very, very important because when you think of all the evolutions that have been released past first generation, you will see that one, they were released in pairs, you know, Espeon, Umbreon, and Leafeon, Glaceon. That two, they were released in the even generations, you know, second generation and then fourth generation, and now this one being sixth generation, which are all even numbers. And the first evolution was super affected by the following one in the Pokedex list. So here you can see that Espeon is first, and then it's followed by Umbreon. Espeon is a psychic type, and it is super affected by Umbreon's dark typing. And then as you can see down here in the Sinnoh Pokedex, you can see that Leafeon is listed first as a grass type, and then Glaceon is followed, and then Glaceon is super effective against the grass typing of Leafeon. So that's very, very important. However, you may realize that this new evolution that could be released, if Sylveon happens to be first on the Pokemon list, and if the trend follows, then this new evolution could be poisoned due to the fact that Fairy is weak to poison, because that was revealed by Pokemon Smash about a month or so ago. But this is highly, highly unlikely, and it reveals that Sylveon is possibly the second evolution of the two new ones that are going to be in the Pokedex list, which would mean that this new evolution would be a Dragon type, which happens to be weak to Fairy. So this is really supported by the fact that all evolutions that have been released so far have been special types, and the special types are water, fire, electric, grass, ice, dark, and psychic. The only special type left that hasn't been released as a evolution is Dragon. So this means two things. If the trend continues, then Fairy would be a special type, which would make sense because, I mean, fairies are, they're not physical at all. They use magical powers, I mean, and things of people. They don't really hit anyone. They're not physical. And that would mean the only special type left would be Dragon. And if you use logic and deductive reasoning and put everything together, then you will see that evolutions always being released in pairs, one of the evolutions being super effective against the other, all evolutions are special types, Fairy is strong against Dragon, and that Fairy is the last special type left, then it can be expected that a new evolution would be released and that it would be a Dragon type. I mean, it would only make sense. I mean, when you see and you put all that information together, and those are factual pieces of information, then it would just make sense. I mean, I don't understand why they would just release Sylveon all by its lonesome when they've followed a trend of releasing Pokemon in duos and pairs. I mean, you know, it would just be kind of weird. So that's basically what my whole deduction is. I hope you guys can see where I got all that from, and you can see my viewpoint behind it. But what do you guys think? It's very important as to what you guys think, because you could be right, could be wrong, but when you follow this, you know, before when we were speculating Sylveon's type, we didn't really have that much factual information to go by, but now that we have facts, we can lead to conclusions like this. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that there will be a new Eeveelution coming and they just haven't said anything about it yet? Do you think because of that EEVEE special that they're going to be having with the Pikachu in it, that they could also be having another one in it that wasn't released through, you know, you saw that all the other ones were on the screen and it showed Sylveon there, but who knows, there could be an antagonistic kind of character throughout that video or the whole clip that could not be listed because it's evil or something, and it's going to be a dragon type. You know, dragon types are fierce and things, so it could just be, you know, all by its lonesome or whatever. What do you guys think? So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment as to what you guys think. You could be right and you could prove your points, or you can agree with mine, or you can disagree with it. So be sure to like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, comment if you're cool, subscribe if you haven't, and share if you have the balls. This is acestaromari, and thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys followed this and everything, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.